G'day everyone, and welcome to the final round of the ANZCRL Toyota GT86 Championship. I'm your host, as always, Saturday15, and as always is my co-host, my Pegasus.
G'day everyone, welcome to the King of the Mountain, literally, this weekend. It's going to be an interesting race. Looking forward to calling this one.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of driver changes since that last race that concluded a few minutes ago. Of course, we saw Emu disconnect, so which is very unfortunate, and he's unable to participate in the rest of the round. And Shads will not be driving in this one after giving us some great action in the previous race. But we're joined by pro driver Rightsower, who we haven't really seen since round 4, and we have wildcard driver GSR Blocko, who's coming for this Bathurst race, and we'll see what he's made of. Hopefully he can come in and do some more events in 2020.
Yeah, it'd be great to have another person join the team and to race with. And we've seen a couple of new guys over this season, and yeah, looking forward to next year when we can have fuller fields. Just watching Blocko now. Just watching. He's right. So of course he competed in the first few rounds. Missed the one earlier. I think he was working apparently.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it sort of hurt his championship aspirations missing the races 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but as we know, he's a hard racer. He's a fast racer, and he'll be still trying for the win. Which to all of us racers, that's all we want is wins. Championships are great, but second is wins. And he's put down a good time there, 2 minutes 20 for his first time lap. We got Gears car looking a bit second hand.
Yep.
Of course, he gave us a great race in that last one. Changed his livery here too as well.
Yeah, he was able to, since he into the livery he normally uses throughout the year. Just because he joined late in the last lobby, he wasn't able to select his normal livery.
So that's the reason.
Yeah. So now everyone's in unique liveries, so we should be able to tell who they are going forward. So we know that Vanish and GSR Blocko are in sister cars. Ooh, we're on the edge. Gear 3 Gaming coming through the chase. It's been a couple of months since we've last circled the mountain. We last did it for our Bathurst 1000 event, which you can find on our YouTube channel, the broadcast for. It was a pretty good race.
Yes, it was. It seems an age away. Gear's gone through. He's 4 seconds off the pace. Yeah, it was a great race. It was a long race, and second session in the wet really tested everybody. And I don't. Do we have rain forecast for here today? It would be disappointing if we don't. Oh, what a shame! It would have been interesting to see the carnage that would have brought about.
Yeah, you can just imagine the chaos, especially at that final corner.
Yeah.
The puddle of doom.
Yeah, I was going to say the puddle of doom.
Quite a few guys out in that Bathurst 1000 race.
Yes, it did. And I was going to say, no, I wasn't one of them. It caught me out in the dry. Just like hitting the curb, I think hitting the curb a bit too hard, running wide. But, yeah, it is an interesting aspect to racing, isn't it? Like that corner there, normally you run over the curb and you had to run a bit wide when it's wet.
Oh, Gear 3 Gaming has lost a big time at McPhillamy. Oh, I think that was Lloyd that almost hit him.
It is, goes flying past. He doesn't want to give up his hot tyres. Going to continue on.
Well, you must not have damage, which is why he's continuing on.
Yeah. He'll soon know. Coming down through here. Can he be lucky like Lloyd and have a massive accident? 0 damage. Running a bit wide. I've had Dado go do the fastest lap so far, so
He's fine.
he's looking to make up for his mistakes.
And
not
Highlander
sitting
2
a lap
is
behind.
flying. He showed he's quick in the V8 supercar, and he's proven to be quick in these Toyota GT86s. And Woody's within a second of Dado Racer as well, so he's doing a ripper job.
Yeah, most of these guys love this track, so they know it inside and out. And I think you can put them in any car around here, and they're able to drive quite fast.
Yep.
But once again, we're starting to see the pro drivers rise to the top. Only person that not set a time at the moment is Dark Racing.
Yeah.
Not sure what's happening there.
Ooh, a bit wide for Dado at that final corner.
Pushing hard.
Yeah, with 5 minutes to go in this session, I sort of want to bring to attention, if you're new to this channel, do subscribe, because over the summer period we're going to be broadcasting a few of the streams that we did early in the year, so they're going to be premiered here on YouTube Sundays at 7 PM. So if you're struggling for something to do on a Sunday night, come and swing by this channel. We'll have the Ferrari 355 challenge over the 4 weeks after this, so that would be over Christmas and New Year period every Sunday. Then after that we'll have the broadcast of the Intercontinental GT challenge, so which will also be premiering in January, Sundays at 7 PM as we lead into the Daytona 24-hour special event that will be running in mid-February.
Looking forward to all those. It's a shame I can't make the Ferrari challenges. I can't pack up my Xbox and my wheel and take it on holiday with me.
If you got YouTube, you still be able to check those streams out.
We able to tune in though.
Because we ran the Ferrari 355 challenge in February and March of this year. It was similar format to this, 2 rounds a night, 25-minute races, and it was action packed. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those being released on this main channel, as they were broadcast on my personal Twitch channel before this YouTube channel was created for our broadcast. So, and same with the Intercontinental GT Challenge, it's great for them to be brought over to the main channel so we can showcase all our racing that we've broadcast to this point.
Yeah, and with you saying that, I've still got the second tier British Touring Car Championship for us to upload as well. I had quite a bit of fun. I raced in that, and then with a delayed telecast, I broadcasted it as well.
Yeah.
Had quite a bit of fun. Opened my eyes to broadcasting. Oh, as Woody goes wide into the wall. So, yeah, do subscribe to this channel. Join our group. If you don't feel you're good enough to race, you can always broadcast. You can always direct. There's always something for our members to do. Part of the club.
And even just get involved. So there's plenty of conversations happening. A very tight-knit group here at ANZ Combined Racing League. We're always happy to help out, even if you're struggling with your driving. You come in and provide some setup tips and driving tips.
That's right. That's been my experience. I joined earlier in the year. I'd had a wheel for probably about 6 months, and I was enjoying it. Sick of racing AI.
Yeah.
Somewhere to come in and where people would help me out, and everyone's helped me out to no extent. My racing's improved, and I've had a great time. I really had a great time. Really missing out. Really missed not racing in this series. So I'm a bit handicapped being 3 hours behind everyone else. So I'm knocking off when you guys are practicing. But yeah, so roll on the end of daylight savings.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter the speed you are currently, fast or slow. I mean, just look at Simo racing. At the start of the year, he was running at the back of the field every week, as we see Dado doing some drift. I mean, Woody
That
doing
was
some
Woody.
drifting at the cutting. Yeah, back to Simo, he was really struggling for car speed early in the year, and then yeah, he's received a lot of help. He's practiced a lot, and come up to the Toyota GT86 Championship, and he's in with a real good chance of winning the championship. So
That's right. He's been consistent.
yeah,
You know, and when we say consistent, he hasn't been the fastest, but brought the car home.
yeah,
every
that's the
race.
thing. We see so many drivers improve over the year. We run a variety of different cars, so you can sort of get a feel for the handling physics and get a feel of what cars suit you best. And yeah,
That's right. There's always a series that will suit some better than others. You know, we go from the high downforce to the low downforce type cars. You know, V8 supercars is a totally different game again when you're trying to drive those. You know, more throttle control. Whereas the GT series is like turn the traction control up and just stick your boot into it. So yeah, there's always something for everyone. You know, jump in, have some fun as we see the end of practice.
yeah.
With Colonel Lloyd topping the sheets, followed by Dado, and then Gas has come out of nowhere. Obviously, he's been practicing for this one event, and we're just watching Simo come around for his last lap. See how he goes, but there we go, 4 people in the 217s. Highlander, Woody, Wright Sar in the 218s, and Vanish, Gear.
Vanish just got tipped off. Lockie just moved into 8th place.
Just going to mention Lockie going, he wouldn't be happy. Oh, Simo goes wide there. So Lockie back up into the 218s. And, yeah, basically it's almost separates the pros from the open lobby right down the middle. Simo's coming through the S's now. Oh, that's an interesting line. Runs wide, and I can't even think of the name of the corner. Forest Elbow.
Yeah.
And onto Conrod for the last time. Let's see, what sort of speeds are we getting down here?
There we go. Just 250, 255, 250, 257 or so, 258 before hitting the anchors in the chase.
So these cars get up to a good speed.
Yeah.
He's doing that. He's still got 21 litres of fuel on board, so we can expect a bit more out of him
in qualifying, which will be starting shortly. I think Samurais will be one of the last cars to cross the line. Be him or Blocko. And yep, Sema was the last person to cross the line. So it's practice over with Sema Racing setting the benchmark at 217.2.
So that was that lap we just watched.
Yep. Lloyd in second at 217.4 with Dado third. With Gas in fourth. Highlander up into fifth. So good showing from those wild cards there. Woody Lizard in sixth with Ratsail back into it in seventh place. Lockie in eighth with Metal Drive ninth. Vanish 10th, Gear 3 Gaming 11th, Par in 12th with GSR Blocko 13th, and Dark Racing not setting a time in practice.
Not setting a time.
Coming in cold for this qualifying session. In 5 minutes only. These guys will be scrambling to try and get multiple laps. Oh, what happened to Lloyd?
I'm not sure.
I regularly saw Lloyd hit the wall.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? His car launched out. Maybe he forgot to hit the pit limiter before he come out of the garage. Oh, he's first out.
So track position will play key, and the first person out on track will be in a huge advantage to try and sneak in not just 1 lap but 2 laps.
Just can't quite recognise that livery.
On in front, that's might be Blocko. Could be Vanish.
Yes.
It is Blocko.
Oh, we got someone in front of them as well. Might be Gear.
Back. There's Gear 3 Gaming coming through.
Gear 3.
Repark.
First out on track. Yeah, they've got to take their time, warm these tyres up. Don't push too hard. We're going to get some interesting times the first time across the road because half the grid will started from behind the finish line, the start-finish line, so they'll register a slow time, and those on the other side won't register a time at all. So first lap doesn't count. Well, they're only going to get 2 laps.
May not even
Out lap and
they'll get 1. I don't think they're going to get a second one though.
Just going to get an out lap.
Slow out lap
and
from Gear 3 Gaming. There's only 3 minutes left in the session. Sort of
Darky's still in the pits.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's going to be starting last. We just had someone disconnect there. Can't quite work out who it is. That might have been GSR Blocko. He's just disconnected himself, and that means that he's out and won't be able to race in this in the final round unless we do a lobby reset.
That'll be devastating. He only came in to race this particular race.
Oh, look at that. Look at the time. 2:17 left on the clock when Gear 3 Gaming crossed the line, so he's going to be right on the edge. Oh, and he's made a mistake.
It. 1 lap.
It's going to be 1 lap wonders for the rest of the grid. Gear 3 Gaming, the only driver with the chance at getting 2 in. But I think he made a mistake at turn 1, so he'll only get 1 lap in as well. So all of a sudden this puts the advantage back into the last person out on the track, which will be Dark Racing 40. Because Dark Racing will be the oh, what just happened there? You seeing this?
Missed the braking. Yeah, missed the braking point, I think. Or forgot to brake.
Massive lag from Gear 3 Gaming.
Yeah, or is that someone trying to get back into the lobby? That'd be Blocko.
Might have been.
Don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, not good, not good. I'm just going to pull up the map so we can see who's there.
GSR Blocko left the session. Very unfortunate for him. So what we can do in terms of that, yet to see
who is last on track.
Get a lobby reset, which is very weird. Yeah, he's the guy I reckon's in the best place to make the most of the track conditions, because he'll have the most rubber.
I was going to say, right, Sal's not going to set a time. He's in the pits.
So he's going to start from last place.
Highlander's closed in on Gear, so he's going to definitely be faster than Gear for this lap.
Gear 3 Gaming made a lot of mistakes on this lap so far. Oh, and he's run off. He's not going to... Oh, he's hit the wall. That's going to
would have upset Highlander
would have.
And Lloyd.
I think Lloyd was affected as much. Gear 3 Gaming's got to get back to the pits now. He is Highlander. He's going to be the first of the... Honest. Darky's actually set a lap time, but that was an out lap. That is not indicative. He's Highlander across the line. What does he do? He does a 2:18 flat, and Lloyd's done a 2:16.8.
A 2:16.8. I'm not sure who's next across the line.
Here we go.
That's a lucky. They start rolling in.
Metal driving.
Yeah, metal driving. Lockie Daddo's. Simo's put in a 2:16.6. Lockie with a 2:27.
Yeah, 2:20. Yeah. Good. So I think Lockie must have invalidated his lap right at the end. Gas
comes across the line.
Does he set a lap time? No, he's
No, he
invalidated.
doesn't.
So got a few invalidated lap times here. Metal Drive couldn't set a
Medals.
lap time. What about Parr? Is Parr still out on track? And what about Dado? Here's
Here
Parr.
comes Parr.
So he's gonna
Dado's in the pits.
cross the line. He's run wide. I think he might have invalidated his lap time. He has. He's not gonna set
He
a time.
has.
What about Darky?
So here we go.
Darky entering Conrod
Plus.
straight now.
He's 8 seconds up on his previous lap so far. What's he gonna do?
Yep, GSR Blocko confirming that he got disconnected coming over the skyline, which is very unfortunate for him. I got my fingers crossed he joined back in time for the race. However, I do doubt that. But here comes Darky. Can he upset the pro drivers as he comes around Murray's corner, which has caught out so many drivers, but not Darky? Down the pit straight and across the line. We don't know
He
where
just
he
improved.
came.
He was 4 seconds off the pace.
There we go, he set a 2:20. So only 8 drivers set lap times in that session, with Simo getting pole for the grand finale with Lloyd in second. So that's our 2 championship protagonists, first and second. Dado third, Highlander fourth, Woody Lizard into fifth with Loft Vanish in sixth, Darky up into seventh, Lockie down in eighth. Gear 3 Gaming then failed to set a lap time and same with Metal Drive, Gas, Right Soul, Parr and GSR Blocko disconnecting during that session, so he also hasn't registered a lap time.
Yes, unfortunate for him. So, based on qualifying, this is going to be a race of survival. And we know this is a difficult track, especially across the top of the mountain. You lose your rhythm up there and it all goes wrong. So these guys, while they're racing, at the same time, they've got to be conservative. They've got to finish the race. As we know, Dark Racing's tied up his championship, so he's got nothing to lose really. But for the Pro Division, they've got it all to lose as we get ready to go to the race.
Yep.
So it's as you were on the front of the grid with Simo, Lloyd, and Dado. 1, 2, 3 in the championship at the moment. 1, 2, 3 on the grid. How's Woody going to go around here? It'll be interesting to see if he can come up through the field. And Lockie, as we know, has had a few disappointments. Had a better race last race. He loves this track, so he'll be trying hard. Yeah, and then from the back of the field, we know Right Soul is fast. Will he come through? We've seen Gas for the first time in the previous race, and he was quite consistent. So interesting race, and of course Vanish in there too. He's a bit of a dark horse. So
Yeah.
let's get this going. What sort of fuel loads are we going to have? So we're looking at about 45s. Yes, always gone a bit lighter. So it looks like 40 is about to go. Woody's gone 37 again. We're getting ready to go. I'm not quite sure who to focus on in this first corner. I think we'll stick with Woody.
So the lights are out and away we go. So Lloyd has got a good jump as always. He's been known as a good starter in this championship so far. The 3 wide coming into Hell Corner. That's Woody, Darky, and that was Lob Vanish actually gone around the outside of both of them. So Vanish is now into 5th place as they're going 2 wide up Mountain Straight. Darky and Woody, the 2 guys that started Oz and Z, are now battling it out for 6th.
Who's on the grass there?
That was Lockie 5.5s onto the grass. And he follows Woody through Griffin's Bend. Into the cutting they go.
Alright. Let's move to the front. So here we go, up the front. So Lloyd's cleared out from Simo. And Dado across the top of the mountain. Seems to be pretty even gaps at the moment. Oh, someone's hit the wall there. Not quite sure who that was. Highlander, I think.
Ooh.
Yep. It's allowed Vanish to climb in on him.
Are they going to go side by side over Skyline?
Oh, I hope
Oh,
not. Oh, Vanish.
vanished off the road. He's
Misses
had
his
the straight
turn in.
line, and that's given the place to Dark Racing. So Dark
Darky.
Racing's taken first in the open division. Ooh,
Oh,
bit of bump and grind at the back. I think that was
locking
Lockie
into the back of
5.5s
Woody
into the
there.
back of Woody. Oh,
Oh,
Woody
and
to the side of Gear 3 Gaming.
Gear.
Oh!
Oh, and it's carnage. It's carnage, as we said. You just get it wrong over the mountain, and it's carnage. And we just saw it there.
That
I
was...
think Gear tapped Woody.
That's almost
Then,
memories of
Woody.
that big crash there in 98, I think it was.
Yeah, that
Track
was just terrible. So there's some innocent victims in that. I think Par was one of them. I think Gas was another one. Definitely Metal Drive. Had nowhere to go.
Same with Lockie 5.5s.
Well, that started with Lockie. He tapped Woody for some reason. We're not quite sure why. He might have got a tap
A
at
lot
the
of
back
cars
there.
checked up there. And there we
Going
go.
into the pits.
There's Woody into the pit, so he's actually been affected. So far, he's been affected the most. It's very unfortunate. He qualified so well,
Very
Woody
unfortunate.
Lizard, and now he has to come in for repairs.
And he got a bad start. They put him back there. As we go to the front, so Simo's holding Lloyd. Well, Lloyd's holding Simo about a second at bay at the moment. Dano's been rather consistent as well.
Behind her up in the fourth
These
place
two.
when we started.
Here we got Highlander, Darky and Vanish all in their little battle pack here. Keep an eye on these guys.
So Dark Racing is first in the open class. So in context of
First on track.
First on truck in that division, yeah, because we're running. If you miss the first race, we're running two divisions at the moment: the Pro Division and Open Division. Pro Division is Lloyd, Simo, Dado, Lockie, Rightsower, and Woody. The Open Division consists of Darky, Lock Vanish, Gear 3 Gaming, Metal Drive, and Par. Oh, Dado and Darky have come together. We didn't see how Dado ended up there, but
we didn't.
Oh, it's a big.
It's a big hit. His car's not looking good. Let's
So
look at
that'll be a
his
trip
time
to
and
the
say,
pits, I guess.
how's Darky's car ended up after that? It's relatively okay.
It's a side blow, so hopefully he hasn't done too much damage. Very unfortunate. That.
This race, it always throws something up, doesn't it? Anyway, we go back to the start. I've just missed that. Simo's got Lloyd there through the chase, so change for the lead here.
Yeah.
And as we were discussing off air before, if Lloyd wins this race, Lloyd wins the championship. If he finishes second, Simo wins the championship. So battle for the championship here, as well as the race. So these guys are tight. What's Lloyd going to do? It all comes down to, for me, it all comes down to Lloyd and how he's going to drive. He's going to win it or he's going to lose it.
Yeah, Darky and Dado into the pits after their contact, so it must have done significant damage to those two cars. We battled the pit crew now to see which of the two cars can get out in front and where do they come out in relation to Woody Lizard.
And Par, looks like Par's had a
Bingle as well.
pit stop as well.
I don't think he's been. I haven't seen him in the pit so far. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen him in the pits.
So maybe he's been driving around with a damaged car. Okay. So the big winner out of all of that is being Gear, who's up to 5th.
From Loft Vanish, I guess. Because Loft Vanish is 4th. He's first in the Open Championship, guys.
Yes, and that's right. He came over Skyline behind Darky, so Darky had a bit of a gap on him. So he got a bit more of a sighter of what was going on.
Yeah.
Dark Racing, but yeah, Dado just appeared out of nowhere.
And Highlander, as the wildcard driver, is into 3rd, as there's Par into the pits now, so he was actually just trundling around, trying to nurse the car back to the pits.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. Just being in the wrong place at the wrong time with nowhere to go. Simo looks to be pulling out a bit of a lead here.
Only half a second at the moment.
Let's just compare. What have we got? So we got Lloyd on 32 litres and Simo on 36.
Yep. So that's of course
who's
using
got the
our fuel sensors brought to you by Slightly Mad Studios.
So interesting to see whether this will be a fuel mileage race or they can wind it open. So Lloyd's
having a look. They got side by side down the pit straight. So this is not only changing the lead, but changing the lead of the championship. This is hopefully will be a race-long battle.
So now Simo's got the draft up Mountain Straight. Lloyd's already taken the inside line.
Yeah. If you look at Lloyd, will be looking to defend for his life. It's his championship at stake. And I believe if Lloyd wins, I believe it'll be his first championship win in ANZCRL. Definitely will be the first championship win for Simo Racing if he were to triumph at the end of this race. But Simo's got to get past Lloyd if he wants the taste of championship glory. Better drive into the pits. There's a lot of drivers coming unstuck here at the mountain.
Yeah, so he must have had a bit more damage than he thought. Mac decided to play it safe.
Oh no!
Simo!
Simo into the wall. Is that championship over?
Yeah.
That was a massive hit.
See, he's going slower. Not a good place to have a damaged car coming over the top here.
Now will he pit?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? What's the likely damage there? Front suspension, of course, front aero. Yeah, so his car's not turning in. What's he do? I think well, what do you do? If he comes in and he pits, he guarantees himself a second. He can just take it easy through the rest of the race, a second in the championship. He stays out, as we've seen Lloyd do, make a mistake. It's always that option. Tough call, especially in the heat of the moment. The adrenaline's flowing and you just want to get back that spot. Oh, and there we go, Lloyd's around, just as we talked about it.
Lloyd's made a mistake. Simo's now staying out. So whatever damage Simo has, he's going to be sticking with it. And there goes Highlander to second place. So there's more woe for Lloyd. Now he's got a car in between him and championship glory. Or two cars, in fact.
Cars. Well, we're just talking about it. Well, obviously Lloyd doesn't get to see what we saw. Simo in the wall when possibly damaged, and he's pushing on. Whereas we could have just taken it a bit easier. But as we've seen, he's fast, and I'm sure before this race is over, he'll be back fighting for the lead in no time. His car looks pretty unscathed, so he's got that for him. Whereas Simo, we're not quite sure what the damage is for him. But yep, these races, they're never over. And as we've seen all series, when we think everything's settled down, there's always something happening.
So Part's still in the pit lane, so
he just pulled back in. I saw in the background there is Highlander and Lloyd come onto the main straight, onto the start-finish straight. So we've seen Lloyd. Let's go to this battle. So we've got Gas. I think Darky's just past Gas. So
I think Gas is looking quite racy.
Darky come in. He did come in and pit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. So he's third in class now after that pit stop. So he's actually on a very good charge. And was the fastest car by a mile on that previous lap, by 9/10 over. Oh no, sorry, I didn't see Dado just crossed the line there. He's done a 2:18, so Dado's pumping out those lap times, trying to catch back up. Dado had a lot of damage. Back up. He's 20 seconds.
He did.
Behind. No, sorry, 13 seconds behind Woody. And he's 30 seconds behind Darky, who he tangled with. So
these are the. What have we got? So we've got Lloyd closing on Highlander. So they're taking him long.
hasn't it? Will Highlander fight this?
He will. He won't give it to him easy. There we go, goes a bit defensive.
And will Lloyd become so very desperate because he needs to catch Simo. He can't afford a second place finish.
No, he can't.
I wonder if Lloyd even knows that he has to win this race.
Yeah, that's it. Does he know? I think, of course, he's going to try and win it anyway. That's how he races. But, probably better off not knowing.
Yeah.
That extra bit of pressure in the mind, making you do some strange things. So yeah, he's got the run on up the mountain straight now.
Which way is Highlander go? He's holding the inside of the road.
He's moving, he's shifting all over.
I think Lloyd had to back out of it a little bit. He was staying third place for the time being.
I think he did too.
If you feel like a move is going to be inevitable.
Watch him go over the mountain. A little bit wide there, Highlander.
This will frustrate Lloyd. He's dropped back to 11 seconds behind Simo Racing now, with only 12 minutes left in this race.
And you can see he's fast. His last lap at 2:16.9. Fastest lap of the race, I'm sure.
That's close to his qualifying pace. So he's got into a groove. Oh, here we go.
Ooh. This isn't good.
Gutsy.
This isn't good.
No, he backed
Pulls
out.
That's a wise move.
Yeah,
He's obviously faster across the mountain.
Yeah, but you know Highlander's not going to back out of it. He's going to defend for his life. He hasn't been in second place since the Bathurst 1000.
He gets the better run on the Conrod.
Yeah, and
Like
we've seen
Lloyd.
the slipstream effect. Who can get the cleanest shifts? Here we go, up the hill. And here comes Lloyd. Look at this. They're gonna go. Are they gonna go side by side through the chase? No, Lloyd backs out.
Oh, he's had to lift.
He backed out of it. Don't know if I would have done the same. He's gonna try set up higher. No.
Oh, trying too hard. Trying too hard. He just has to. I think he just has to sit behind Highlander, let him know he's there, and force him to overdrive the car. Oh, he's run wide. And just sit there. Plenty of time. There's plenty of time. He's got to pressure Highlander into a mistake.
Yep.
Okay, and we see Gears caught up to Vanish now.
Yeah.
Fourth.
So that's for first in class for the Open Division.
First in class.
Has been able to position himself quite well. Been making the most of the championship incumbent Dark Racing's mistakes. But Lofanish has done an even better job.
What's happened here?
What was that?
Sound like he missed a gear. What has he run out of fuel?
I don't know. He's got fuel.
His car's stopped.
What? I have no idea what's going on. Some sort of issues just happened.
Maybe it's, I think maybe something wrong with his steering wheel, his pedals.
There's something broken.
Yeah.
With no idea.
Sounded like he's...
But that's Gear 3 Gaming out of the running.
His throttle didn't sound right coming up the mountain there. So unfortunately for him. And how's he going to get out of this? Is he parked?
He's parked there. He's going to be obstructing everyone.
Yeah, and he's right on the, he's on the inside.
See if he can get it. Here we go, he's now underway. Just see what this body language of the car is like.
Yep, let me get...
Maybe he got interrupted. Or distracted, or something's happened.
Yeah.
That is very bizarre.
Yeah. Unfortunate for him.
Lloyd is still.
He seems like he's going. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
There you see it. Oh, just in
Where's
time.
Highlander
Was there a tap
gone?
there? He's gone wide up the inside. I think Highlander put a wheel on the grass there. We only just caught that. Anyway, Lloyd's through now.
Lloyd's
Where's
now been
Highlander?
unleashed. Highlander still hasn't made it over the hill. Now he has.
He's back now. His car all right, and we've got Vanish closing in on him now.
Yeah. So don't know what's happened.
I think he put a wheel on the grass. Yeah, Lloyd was up the inside. Might have squeezed him a bit. Anyway, Lloyd's through. Then we look here, Lockie. So Dark Racing's got past Lockie somewhere across the mountain.
Yep.
And I'm trying to recognise his car. It looks different with the lights on. And we've got Gas just following these two.
Yeah.
And Dark Racing, he's 2 seconds a lap faster than Vanish, so he's a good chance to catch him at the end of the race. Get back in the first
8 minutes
position
left.
for the class.
He's got to call, and Darky's got to call back 11 seconds.
Can he do it? He's got himself a challenge, and if he does, it'll be amazing considering he had an accident and in the pits. Great drive. And of course, we were looking at, can Lloyd catch Simo again? There's a 12-second gap. It's about 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds faster. We've seen Lloyd put in 16 earlier in this race, so
Yeah, don't know.
it's all interesting.
It's interesting that the delta's come down, but will it come down fast enough?
I won't see. We might go back to it. Oh, what's happened there? Gas has just spun around. No. Oh,
No.
just imagining things. My peripheral vision is playing tricks on me. Just about to cross to the leader, see how our leaders are going.
Yeah, it's hard to judge as the
Car's
gaps.
got damage, but he's still going fast. 219, he's still going at a reasonable pace for a damaged car.
He just needs
he's
to
got to hold it together.
just keep pedaling around. Let Lloyd make all the mistakes.
Yes. And as we've been talking about, Simo, he's consistent. He's just, not the fastest. He's just been consistent, and we thought his race and his championship was over. We're talking about whether he should come in and fix his damage after his accident, and he chooses. Well, he didn't. We don't know what he was going to do, but he watched Lloyd spin in front of him, and I'm sure that affected what he was going to do. And now he just gets. He's just put in a 218, so his car must be in pretty good shape. So he's just going to be consistent now.
Yep, 6
it
minutes
off
to
the
go.
walls.
So probably, I'd say around 3 laps to go.
Yep, 3 laps to go.
So it's 3 laps to hold on. But it's a lot. It's going to be a very tough task because Lloyd's going to be charging in, putting pressure on Simo.
Might just run through our field, hey, see as we've got 2 laps to go, and have a look at everyone. We've seen Simo's car's looking quite good.
He's a
Lloyd's
charger.
looking fast. Yep.
He's leaving
pushing.
it all on the line. He's going all for broke to try and catch up, give himself a chance at that championship title.
Oh,
With the way the drop rounds work, he has to win it, and only a win will guarantee a championship win, especially if Simo finishes only one place behind.
we've got Highlander just coming down through the S's now.
He's done brilliantly tonight, Highlander. Probably been the pick of the wildcard drivers tonight. I wish we could have had him driving for the entire championship. He would have been a right thorn for Simo and Lloyd had he had more practice. He's vanished. First of the open drivers. Just he's probably been Mr. Consistent in the open lobby as well. He's actually going to finish second in the championship. Now that Gear 3 Gaming has come unstuck. Dark Racing. He'll be a champion at the end of this.
He's mowing him down. Has he got it down to 6 seconds? He's unfortunately going to run out of time.
Maybe,
Got lucky.
maybe not.
That's right. There's still a chance to make mistakes for everyone.
Yeah.
Like he's been up and down this season. He got a podium in the last race. He's going to come in and third. He's going to get a podium in the pro lobby again if he finishes where he is. So been consistent these last few rounds. Then we have Gas, who's another one of our wild card entries. I'm liking the livery of his car, the Momo black and gold. I'm sure you do too, being a black and gold supporter.
No, I had bad memories of the Momo cars in the British Touring Car Championship, so...
So we'll move on, but it's good to see Gas join us, and he's doing quite good.
He's done well for
and right so, yep, he's had a great run. He's been out of the car for a couple of weeks now, probably about a month actually.
He's ahead of Woody, so
home.
That's got to be a win in his book. Being ahead of both Woody and Dado. He's fourth in class.
Dado.
Woody's holding off Dado.
Woody and Dado.
Dado's actually charged quite hard. He's managed to catch Woody with 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go. And he's going to catch him. Well, I think we'll stick with this battle across the mountain. And we'll have a look at medal here in Par.
Lloyd's charge is now over. I think he's hit the wall. He's dropped down to 25 seconds.
Well, what's happened to Woody there? Does he let him go? You've seen him have trouble with that corner in practice. I'm going to just swing back and see what Lloyd's car got out of it.
What happened?
He's pushing. Don't know what happened.
But yeah, Highlander's now into 2nd place, so that is championship over for Lloyd.
His medal, he's always wanting a difficult challenge, so he's cracked his windscreen and his side windows just so he can't see. Let's see if we can quickly give you an idea of like what he's going to look at. So it's not going to be nice driving into the sun at some stage.
Actually, it looks
like Spider-Man.
It looks clean on my stand, so
yeah.
He has been to the pits, so I think he's had his car repaired. That's probably why it looks fine on my screen, buggered on yours.
And his gear, unfortunate, we're not quite sure. Oh, as he brushes the wall once more.
Yeah.
Obviously doesn't like that mirror.
What happened to him. We don't quite know what happened to him and why he dropped. I'm assuming some real world intervention played a part in him being stationary on track for quite a fair bit of time. It actually probably cost him a chance at a win in the final round.
Well, he's hit the wall again there. And then we've got Par. He's trying to bring it around. Done well for this series, his first series with us.
Yeah, he's had
good to see another person joining the
finishes, Par, in this championship. So it's been a great debut for him.
He's got to be loving it. Oh, he's run a bit wide. His car's a bit
quite him unstuck today.
Second hand. Well, we got dark anyway. We're getting close to the end, so we've got dark racing.
Dark racing in mock finish. Bumper to bumper.
At the same time, I think that the leaders are about to
into the chase.
Coming over the line.
We're on the last lap now.
So I think we'll go back to the leaders. Watch them come across and then cross to these guys. See who's going to get the. He's going to get it. Darky's done well to close in. Like he was, we say, he's 12 seconds away with about 3 laps to go. But congratulations to Simo. He's brought it home. He's going to win the championship.
Yep.
Fantastic driving from this man.
His first championship for ANZCRL Combined Racing League. Well done, Simo. You have been the man to beat, so to speak. The most consistent driver of the championship. Time for celebratory donuts for our new champion.
Yeah, well done.
Well deserved.
Right. Line him up, mate. And here we go. Here's Highlander. What a great race for him.
Standout drive for him.
Under pressure early, brings it across the line.
And here's Lloyd in 2nd place in class, 3rd overall.
Oh, who's going to get the run? Darky's getting the run on. Nah,
Oh, here we go.
can't quite get there.
Oh, Lofanish
So
just
close.
gets there.
Off Vanish just gets him. Great drive from Dark Racing and from Off. Being consistent.
Here's
Lockie
Lockie.
brings it home and 6 on track, but I'm not quite sure
Third
if
in
it's standings.
class.
Gas, Bright Summer, Dado. He'll be ruining whatever happened up the top of the mountain. He had a good chance to win this race. Then Woody's car must be a bit second hand because he's dropped way back behind Dado. Brings it home. Well done to Woody.
Yep. It's middle drive.
And Metal Drive coming down into the chase now for the last time. All a bit snaky there.
He's actually going to finish third in class, so it's actually not a bad result for Metal Drive in the end.
Yeah, well done to him. That's good. I'm not sure how long he's been in ANZCRL, but he's competed in quite a few
He
series this
debuted
year.
in the British Touring Car Championship.
Yep, and he's learning his craft and he's improving every week. Well, congratulations to him. Here comes Kia. As we've already said many occasions, we're not sure what happened to his car. He's improved out of sight as well. Well done to him.
That leaves Parr.
Pardon cross the line.
No, he was a lap down.
Well, well done to. I just want to say well done to all our drivers. Congratulations on such a great series. We weren't privy to the Open Series for the first few rounds, but then they joined in with the pros and they've held their own. Great racing by everybody. Yeah. As we can see, we've already run through the placings.
Battle it out. It's been a pleasure to watch, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching these guys race. And I think
I certainly have.
better get some of these drivers in, see if they would like an interview. Unfortunately, we can't necessarily talk to Simo because Simo actually doesn't own a mic.
Yes. And yeah, chat doesn't go too well for broadcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to call some people in, we'll see who's find out some information on what happened.
Yeah.
We have Highlander join us.
I think.
Hey boys.
Yep.
Howdy boys.
G'day. So I think.
Hey, Dark Racing.
I think we'll start with Highlander, the ring-in for tonight. Walks in to do 2 rounds and ends up with a second place at Bathurst. You've done a ripper job.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
pretty happy with that.
Good thing there's no music here, is there?
No, there's not.
Okay, cool.
Do I have to turn chat on, or is it just on automatically?
It's
it's
on
on
automatically.
Ah, cool.
Congratulations, mate.
Yeah, no, I was really happy with the race. I let Lloydie go because he was actually in a fight for the championship. So yeah, I let him go to try and chase Simo. But when he made the second mistake, I wasn't going to let him get around me again.
It wasn't good out again.
Well, with that second result, do you reckon you should have jumped in for the entire season? You could have been in that fight with Simo.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Like, I actually just needed a break after the V8 series. So as soon as I saw there was Bathurst and I'd finished doing a few things I had to do, I was like, yeah, no, I had to have a go. I always love having a run at Bathurst. I always seem to do not too bad. So.
Well, you got 2 second places in a row in your last 2 Bathurst starts, so your record's looking pretty good at the mountain.
Yeah, you're doing something good.
Just got to start getting firsts.
Speaking of first, Lofanish, your race winner in the open class. I reckon you'd have to be pretty thrilled with that.
Yeah, I was very happy with that. It didn't really go to plan. They got a good start, and then I think it was Dado Racer spun on the top, and I got like 10 left front suspension damage and 10 damage on the front aero, and so it was a bit of a handful. And then on the second last lap, I put it in the wall up the top of the hill, and it went to
Ooh.
30 on the front left. And then Dark Racing was coming up behind me, so I was managed to hang on by 1/10 of a second or something. I think I've seen.
Yeah, 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, well done, well done.
Yeah. Well,
So that's how the gap closed out, because we were watching that gap, and at one stage it was about 12 seconds with 3 laps to go, and we're wondering whether Dark Racing would catch you. So you had a bit of a mishap. Anyway, it's good. You maintained your position and you provided some excitement in the dying stages.
Yeah, that's right. Always for the crowds.
yeah.
That's it. Well done.
Better talk to
Thank you.
the Open Division champion Dark Racing. You made these boys work for it tonight.
Oh yeah, it was heaps of fun actually. Had heaps of fun actually. So
Yeah. See.
Uh,
I especially enjoyed the Hockenheim race. That was so much fun, battling with sheds and the gear, and just fantastic. It was
Yeah,
just
just-
so good.
Yeah, we saw you getting very out of control heading into turn 2. You must have
Yeah.
been gutted with that, but also pleased with the
Oh.
fight back you pulled on.
Yeah, I was more annoyed that I bumped into Vanish here and Shads. Just came to the corner, stood on the brakes, and the ridge just locked up. And I'm like, oh no! I said to the guys straight away, I'm out of control here, and hopefully I was going to miss him, but yeah, unfortunately I didn't. So,
Mm.
and then I'm facing Shads, and I'm like, oh, I've got to get out of Shads' way, so I just plucked in reverse and just nailed and just backed up. So,
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
good day.
it's been good racing. So,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we've enjoyed it, and I just say, so tell me, when you come over Skyline, what did you see? where
With
was
Dado?
Dado? Yeah.
I could see his game tag. I'm like, okay, Dado's my accent. And then literally he started to move forward. I'm like, Dado, don't! And then I just drilled him. Like, oh no! And then whoever's behind me just drilled him again. I just see one car go flying in the air. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So
Yeah, he's
Oh, I
lucky
got
not to
no
end
one.
up on his roof.
yeah, I literally
Yeah.
had nowhere to go. I was like, oh no! We couldn't
So-
stop. We couldn't turn. It's just I went for the smallest gap there was, and unfortunately, Dado's nose happened to be there. So I ended up with quite a bit of damage there, which surprisingly enough didn't take too long to repair, which was actually kind of shocked. So I was like, I'm not going to drive this car this much damage. So I pitted and repaired, and was quite surprised how quickly it went.
oh, just lost Colonel Lloyd. I was kind of looking forward to have a chat to him. Just he just threw it all away in the last couple of races. Just had all the speed in the world, but he just couldn't quite
Yes.
pull it together. But it was got lucky 5.5s in the party. He's had a tough championship, but then has finished the year off with 2 podiums. So you must be quite
Yeah,
pleased
pair
with
of
that.
3s.
Yeah.
Look, if we just pretend the rest of the year didn't matter, pair of 3s I'll take. Oh, not
Yeah.
the rest of the year. The rest of that season, that little season there. Nah. Race 1 was good. Good battling with Woody. Very, very hard guy to pass. I will give him that. But that was good to try just to see where his weaknesses and stuff were. I was just about to set up a move on him, but unfortunately he made the mistake and I took the position. But race 2 was a little bit more difficult. It had a lot of damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw you
Yeah, so
involved
just-
in that was a
Yeah.
lap 1 fracas between
So
a lot of
I
different
think there was an
cars.
incident. I was in behind Woody coming down through the dipper, and Loft Vanish checked up. Woody went into the back of him. I went into the back of Woody, and we got pumped to the side. And then Gear got past me and had a clash with Woody, and then all of a sudden Metal Drive was in front of me, and it was ugly.
Yeah, it looked ugly.
It was
But I-
spectacular.
Very action packed.
Oh, you guys might think it's spectacular, but I certainly don't think any of us enjoyed it. But in the end, it was nice just to hold on to the class podium. In the end, I don't know where I
Well-
ended up in the championship, but I was hoping to try and jump right solar.
Yep. No, well done, mate. You did well for the last couple of races.
Well, you
like
did
I
jump
say,
right solar in the end. Lucky.
two podiums.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, right solar has 2 zeros in his list of results, so that drops him down the order a bit, down to 7th. But I guess while
Did I get
Simmer's in
Taipan as well?
no, he didn't. No, it was Simmer Racing champion, 332 points. Colonel Lloyd second with 320 points. Data Racer squeaked home in third with 298. Taipan Samurai was fourth on 282. Woody Lizard finished fifth on 280. So Woody just missed out. He needed to stay ahead of Dado on that last lap to give himself
Hmm.
the extra couple of points. Lockie, you were in 6th on 266, and Rotsol was 7th on 186. While we have Simo in the party, I want to wish him congrats on his first ever championship with ANZCRL Combined Racing League. The most consistent man in the pro division all season, and fully deserves the rewards.
Yes, congratulations, Simo. I know you can't answer, but we watched you go in the wall across the top of the mountain, and we thought that was it for your championship. But then down at the bottom of Conrod through the chase, we see Colonel Lloyd in a familiar spin, and he lost a couple of positions, and we're wondering whether you'd actually pit, whether your car was damaged enough to pit or not, but you held on. So yeah, definitely that final race proved that you're a champion, mate. Well done.
Well, thanks, guys. That was really good racing tonight.
Well, thank you, boys, for making this championship an exciting one to broadcast. I want to thank Night Pegasus for joining me in the commentary box. It's
Yeah, thank you.
handy having an extra insight in the commentary box, and I really appreciate it. And thank you to the viewers for tuning in to watch all these races. And if you're not subscribed already to the channel already, you better do it, because we've got broadcasts coming of the Ferrari 345 Challenge and the Intercontinental GT Challenge Sunday 7 PM throughout the summer break, and we'll be back commentating next February for the Daytona 24 Hours. So thank you for tuning, and we'll see you
just
in
before we
February.
go, Simo's they've presented him with a trophy, and it's a mic, so we might actually be able to hear from him. I just seen a message on the screen. So we might just wait, see if we can hear from him. I'm not sure. I'll leave it up to the broadcaster.
Well, if you can
After we sign.
get it done, it'd be nice to finally
10
be able to
seconds,
speak with Simo. Some of the rare moments.
But nah, I'd like to thank Sato and Night Pegasus for doing the broadcasting for the series. It's been fantastic work by you guys, so it's been really a joy to watch
I'll
the streams
second
later
that.
on.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job, boys. So
Yeah,
I think
an awesome
Simo's-
series as usual.
I think Simo's speaking there now. You there, Simo?
Hey,
Hey. Well done, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
So
Very
what did
tough right
tell,
now.
I was going to say, tell me about when you were following Lloyd and you put it in the wall. What was your thoughts then?
Oh, I thought it was over, and then I was gonna pit that lap, and then Woody spun it around, so I just thought I'd stay.
Yeah, and that proved to be the move. We were debating that in the broadcast, were you going to pit or not? So, mate, they're the decisions that you got to make. So you've done a fantastic job, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
yeah, second that. It's been a ripper drive pretty much all season. Just picked up the points when you weren't quite matching Lloyd's pace, but would you pick up 4 wins for the season and 3 seconds? So I got to commend you on that. Well done.
Thank you.
And yeah,
Very
I think
fun racing, Woody.
yeah, it's always a tough man to beat, Lloydie, and if he can keep that car on the black stuff, he'll be tough to beat in 2020. But yeah, thank you again for joining in for the interviews. Nice to hear the driver's point of view of what goes on in the races. And yeah, I think we've already said our thanks, and it's time to end. So again, see you in February, viewers. Yeah.